May I have the pleasure of inviting esteemed members of the Governing Council, Chairman of the Governing Council, or our visiting faculties to the dais. May I request Professor K.V. Raghoya, Chairman of the Governing Council, onto the dais, please. Professor Y.P. Rao, sir, Member, Governing Council. Krishna V. Rao, Professor. May I request Professor V.K.L.V. Kumar, please, onto the dais. Professor Anandra Jaras, Professor Lavanya, Professor Maruti Rao, Professor Patima Narayan, please, Professor G.B. Raju, Professor Surjabrat, Professor Upendra, Sanjeev sir, Professor Sanjeev, Professor Balaji, Professor K.S.N. Bhatt, Professor Mansoor, Good evening, friends. You still see the empty chairs. The reason is rain god. Many of the faculties who really taught you are still on the way. We look forward to having them very soon. I am sure the stage is going to be full as soon as they arrive. In the meanwhile, I take this opportunity to welcome all of you to annual day event of National School of Business. I think very strategically we had discussed and then put an examination just before the annual day event and one exam after the annual day event. This is just to ensure that all the students are here in the station. You all came and pleaded and then gave a wise advice saying that we have to postpone the examination, and as a consequence we have at least 25% of the students in their native places today. National School of Business being very small is also beautiful, but at the same time I think time has come that we realize that we make all out efforts to make ourselves visible to the society and conduct ourselves in a very good way. First of all, I'd like to welcome all the professors who have created outstanding learning environment for all of you. And I also would like to thank all the students who are here today as a part of the annual day event. I know for sure I really do not deserve to sit here. There is a reason why I'm going to complete all the proceedings standing here. Because looking back, quite frankly, there is nothing that I have done except for the fact that I have brought best-in-class students and I have ensured that you have best-in-class professors in the classrooms. And what has happened to all of you and what is going to happen to National School of Business will basically depend on the advices of these wonderful gentlemen and ladies who are on this stage. And I am really, really thankful for having graduated more than 460 students from National School of Business. Of 460, I am very confident that at least 400 students are extremely happy. As I told you, we have two legends arrived just now, Professor M.M. Gupta and Kiran Bindu. I request all of them. Now what I'll do in next 5 minutes, I'm going to take you through a brief history of National School of Business. That is National School of Business in the past, National School of Business in the present, and National School of Business in the future. All should happen in 5 minutes. Thank you for sparing 5 minutes of your time. I think it was during 2008 March, somehow we decided that we are going to have a business school that would cater to the students from the middle class families, and that would impart training in a way it has to be imparted. And one of the biggest motivators for National School of Business is Professor K.V. Raghavaiah sir. And my international colleague, Madam Francine Mauboguet. She is from France. And then we had a discussion with most of the esteemed faculties here, because I was interacting with them, in fact teaching in most of the institutions along with them. They all said they would extend their wholehearted support. And somewhere in April, when I was jumping on the bed without knowing what to name this entity, and eventually something came to my mind, and immediately messaged K.V. Raghavaiah sir saying that, sir, what about National School of Business? I think he called me and said, okay, Indian School of Business, we have Bangalore School of Business, we have Delhi School of Business, we have all School of Business. Yes, National School of Business, I think it makes sense. That's when we decided to call it a National School of Business. And then 30 minutes later, I had Professor K.V. Raghavaiah sir messaging me saying that business school should have a logo, should have a slogan, and slogan can be, what is that? Okay, that is something that came later. But then I think the initial tagline that we thought of was India in heart, world in mind. That was suggested by Raghavaiah sir, India at heart, world in mind. But then slowly we had to change it because we had many international partners. From day one, we are really blessed to have international partners, ESEPO and University of Rostow, San Sebastian. And somewhere we felt that maybe they may not really like the tagline, because we are saying that for us India is most important. Although it was true, we decided to change the tagline, and eventually the tagline was suggested by the branding expert who has really helped National School of Business to a great extent, Professor Anand Rajaras. I think the tagline that stands with National School of Business today, that is, we make you more valuable, is something that came from Anand Raj Aras. I think that is the vision that can actually make us work harder and harder forever. So therefore, National School of Business, was not really started with a very good planning. A lot of confusions, a lot of changes. Even National School of Business logo got changed 3 times. Lot of efforts. But then, having said that, today National School of Business really exists. If National School of Business were to exist today, I must say that there must be a purpose. There is a reason why it exists. And I am here to believe that National School of Business really has a great future. During 2008, we just started with 118 students. I think it was a great start, because I really do not know any other business school started with 118 numbers in the first year. I think that was a great start. Second year, thank you. Second year we had 165 students. And in the year 2010, we had 138. 2011, we decided to focus more on quality than on quantity. Therefore, the numbers came down to 99. And today, this year, we have 145 students at National School of Business. We are really proud of what we have accomplished because most of the business schools that started at least 10 years before National School of Business have really died down. Many schools have are really a history. When this year alone more than 205 business schools have closed down across India, I think we are really proud to have sustained National School of Business with 145 students. Not alone the number of students, the quality of students also have gone up. We really have students drawn from very diverse backgrounds. We have students in arts, commerce, science, Ayurvedic sciences, law, dentistry, and so on. It's really a diverse group. We also have very good male and female ratio. I think the gender ratio is extremely important. I was comparing the gender ratio that we have at National School of Business with other top business schools, including IIMs. I think we are far better. We are also blessed to have quite a few international students. In the next semester, you will have at least 6 students coming in from France, and then 5 to 6 students from Spain. So that makes almost like 10% internationalization, 10% students drawn from international destinations. At National School of Business, we also have created ample opportunity for our students to get global exposure. I must say that being a very small school, we have been very, very revolutionary. I must say that the number of students whom we have sent to Europe on exchange program surpasses all the records in India. In the first year itself, we took more than 62 students on Global Mindset Trail, and then another 40 students on exchange. So that means to say more or less 50 to 60% of the students got wonderful international experience in the first year, and that was the beginning. Last year in 2011 we had 64 students, and I must say that is the biggest batch ever that went to Europe. We had those many students. We have created a lot of exchange opportunities for our students in France and Spain. Even this year we have made an announcement for exchange program. I'm sure we will try to create opportunities for as many students as possible. As we stand today, the current scenario, National School of Business is getting better and better. Not only in terms of student feedback, but also in terms of the ranking that is reflected in most of the publications. As you all know, in 2009, Just Careers ranked us in A+ category. And in 2010, the same Just Careers magazine ranked us in A++ category. In 2011, we had Dainik Bhaskar telling us that we are the 13th best business school in South India. And in 2012, Dainik Bhaskar told us that we are the 9th best business school in South India. And latest news, to my surprise, is that we have the Pioneer newspaper, which is one of the best in the northeastern part of India, has decided to rank National School of Business in the A++ category. And they have gone ahead to recommend National School of Business as one of the options if you are considering institutions beyond IIM. I think the survey is called Beyond IIMs, and one of the institutions that prominently figures is National School of Business. I'm also delighted to tell you that very soon you will see ranking of National School of Business on Silicon India, which is one of the prominent web portals. And according to the sources, they are going to invariably rank National School of Business among top 10 business schools in the South India. I think this clearly tells us that National School of Business is making a tremendous progress. And all this is happening because we really have bright students, very talented, enthusiastic, and more so because we have extraordinary people mentoring all of you. And this is the situation as we stand today as far as National School of Business is concerned. And what is the future? I think Dr. Rajiv Manavne told this morning which really inspired all of you, inspired even me. And then he said there is always an Everest, but then people make commitment to actually climb Everest. Today, as far as B schools are concerned, we have really, really tall peaks. There are IIMs, XLRIs, and then there are many other great institutions. But at the same time, I'd like to tell the world today that National School of Business is arriving. Very soon, maybe in the next decade, National School of Business should become National University of Business. And National School of Business and the forthcoming National University of Business should stand to represent something to the world. I'm sure we can certainly accomplish this because we have really bright people supporting us. So with these few words, I would like to now take opportunity to really call upon all the members who have really helped National School of Business to grow and then to position itself in a place where it is today. First of all, I'd like to call upon the Chairman of our Governing Council, Professor K.V. Raghvaya sir, to set the direction for National School of Business.